Hello, 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 hello. How are you doing today? I'm certainly very fine and dandy. It is Friday, the end of the week. It is time to chill, or at least take things a little more easy. Let me turn on the fan here. Today will be a bit of a doozy. Very interesting TTRPG caught my eye. Uh, I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of a. I wish I would be a better fan at times, but I'm not. But apparently, when I stumbled upon this RPG, it's being made by a VTuber that I watch mostly the clips. Their time is a little bit late for me, so I usually watch the clips or the VODs. And, and I'm so enthralled by this. I have just a small pre pre read that I did. Um, Sorry, I was turning on the lights. Mostly for the um, what's it called? Oh, my brain. I did just an overview, just a very basic look at the character creation. Mostly, I focus pretty much on how the what's it called? How the character and class creation goes. So it's not a completely blind look into it. I did have a little look see just to see how this goes, and I'm not gonna lie, I like what I see. I like what I see very very much. I am hyped. I wanna see this, and yeah, I suppose we should get on to it, shall we? Let me just adjust some things here because I feel like my. Not sure if my. Wait, is it my camera maybe? Oh, maybe it is my camera. There you go. Ah, I was constantly leaning. I just noticed that my camera was a little bit crooked. Let us put this over here. Hello. Ay, ay, ay. So, let me go up. So, this is the Lyrian Chronicles. Okay, actually, you know what? I think I can add. I'm gonna add a little image here. Do I? Oh wait, I don't think I had it downloaded. One sec. No sec. Save. Wait. Save images. I wonder if this works. One sec. Logo for show. Let's see. Browse. Downloads. Should work. Oh, it does. Yeah. This is Lyrian Chronicles from Angel Sword Studios. I'm gonna leave you up here because this is what we are talking about. Also, I'm gonna put just some chill song, just so we can get a little background. There you go. So, let's see here. Later, after this, I wanna have a look. I wanna do some Voices of the Void. So, because I do want to play later, I would like to just focus on seeing the gameplay of Lyrian Chronicles. We can definitely have a deeper look into the lore. I'm I'm sold already. When I saw how the class system works for selecting and make your character, you will understand why, maybe. But it's just I love what they did it. I'm really sold just by that. Just the class creation is a sold for me. I'm into. So I wanna focus on checking lore and a deeper dive on all the class. Oh my god! If I do a deeper dive on all the classes, I think I'm gonna have streams for days. It's so much. I just looked up and down what we have as selection, and there is about 100 or so. I am impressed, dude. It's so much. It's so many options they can mix. It's you will see, you will see. But now I want to have a deeper dive. I want to really see from scratch and show you this TTRPG. I'm huge in TTRPGs. I love it. Also, I just realized I forgot to say I'm live. One sec. Where are my links? Uh, I'm gonna say that I am live. Do I have Lyrian Chronicles? Peter, some Voices of the Void. Come check in. And do we have or I should have. I'm gonna have this image redone later. I'm gonna post this here. Boing, and then uh, bop, and bop, and bop. Alrighty. Wait. No, all of them are here. That's weird. Anywho. Alrighty. So, let us begin. For introduction reminder, the setting guide, which explains the locations, the lore, I'll definitely visit. I want to have a deeper look into the setting itself. By what I've seen, this is a mix of fantasy on that kind of. It feels almost, for what I've seen in the item list as well, and some of the classes, just by the name, it is a big mix of that moment where we were starting to develop gunpowder and guns, and medieval, that feudal transition to industrialist. But I don't know, that's my feel to it. I want to check that in depth. Right now I want to see the meat of the game. I want to see how do you make your character and how does it play out with stats and everything you have. So let us begin with the rulebook. And to be honest, as well, I am a dungeon master. I play D&D. I have run D&D. This is both a perspective from someone that both likes to play and likes to run games. So I'm very interested in the rule set because I like seeing new things, and this, for as far as I've seen, gives me a good direction, at least as far as I've seen. Let's see how it goes. So, introduction. Lyrian Chronicles is a game for TTRPG players, and by TTRPG players. After playing through several systems, we had decided to make one that solved a lot of issues that we had with them. Already a good start. We drew inspiration from the best parts of each system, while trying to fix the problems that we saw in them. We wanted to bring an experience that allows each player to create and play the characters that they want, while adding technical skill and decision making into combat. Characters are not just the sum of their combat abilities, their character bonds, and spend their free time pursuing their hobbies and dreams, and we wanted to reflect both aspects of heroes. Interesting. That is really interesting. Alrighty, okay. Strong intro. They allow each player, let me even, to create and play the character that they want. I tell you this already. I like they will deliver this. The class options, which is the only thing I spoiled myself with, the class selection and how it works, is nuts. You see. So keep that line in mind. Since we mostly play these games online, we wanted to develop a system with online players in mind. Good. Nowadays, really good. I wonder if they have a Roll20 sheet system. If not, I would like to have a word in this. I would like to look. If there is, I would like to check. If there isn't, why aren't you developing? You should. If you don't have anybody already doing, I want to check it. I want to learn to mess with the Roll20 and make sheets there. I would definitely have a huge day making macros and developing sheets for this. This would be amazing. Well, let's continue. Built from the ground up for online audience, while still trying to make the game accessible for players in person. Mhm. These games had always had a table and pen focus, but we wanted to create something that we would use. I think there's a lot of people playing online that are developing this. And to be honest, I'm not gonna lie, my in-person table kind of exploded after the bullshit of 2020. So interesting, very interesting. Taking advantage of our online focus, we wanted to bring tabletop as a service. Constant and frequent updates with balanced changes. By ditching dead trees as our medium, we will be able to be more agile in responding to balance issues and rules errors. Both members of the design team have experience in commercial live design. We hope you enjoy the game. Angel Sword Studio. Real nice. Real nice. By the way, apparently they just released some latest update, but this is my first look. I don't think it will matter checking the latest update because I have no context. I even have a small read and I'm like, okay, what all these means? Other than like the basics, like some things when you read it's kind of intuitive what they may be referencing, since they are like, also wait, I'm moving too much and I can hear the cord doing one sec, let me just mute myself for a moment. All right, I'm talking a lot and moving a lot. They Italian in me wants to move hands when he talks. Anywho, also I'm gonna leave this music playing loop because I don't want to be bothered checking it. But so far so good. Let's see. This is just the intro. Mm. Mm. I like the idea, and well, let's see. Because this got into my attention out of a post. This is being developed, or she's. I think she's developing it with. I think they are together in this. Maybe the studio is hers. This is Leaf Fleet. She's a VTuber. Apparently, I saw on her post, and apparently she's part of it. So we're like, oh, I want to check that. She's an amazing VTuber. Unfortunately, I can't catch her live. She streams really late for me, but I always check her clips. It's amazing. She does really good things, and I like a lot of her opinions. She's a very level-headed person, as far as I know. But that aside, let us now get into the meat of character creation. Lyrian Chronicles does not use level system, and instead uses power level, which is equal to the total experience points a character has. To create a character, follow these steps. This already gives me both Dark Heresy and the most recent Wrath and Glory Warhammer TTRPG system, where you don't necessarily have a level, but as you gain XP and you spend XP to power your character and gain like access to skills, increase your stats, or anything of the sort, that kind of generates your, under quotations, level. I may be reading too much into it, but that's what it seems. And I like that a lot. Let's go. So, choose a race. Races can have several abilities and may have sub-races. Refer to the specific race page. Races always grant proficiencies, attributes, and skills, and the abilities listed. If you're playing a demon, then you can choose one of the clans listed in the bottom of the page. Each of the clans has specific roles in demon society, and they gain abilities that reflect that. If you play as a Chimera, Fae, or Yokai, then you can pick a sub-race in addition to a primary race. Each sub-race belongs to a primary race, and you can only pick a sub-race that matches your primary race. You gain all listed benefits from your chosen sub-race. Okay. Basic. You don't clearly, it's a fantastic realm. You probably it says Chimera, Fae, and Yokai, for example. So likely we have gnomes, elves, and things of the sort. And Yokai, that's Japanese mythology. So I expect Onis, I expect elemental spirits and things of the sort. Chimera, that is an interesting wording. What is that? I'll have to check that later. That is an interesting one. I wonder, actually, should we check the races now that we've seen? Later. Let us see the rules as it is. And plus, I do want to play later, so I don't want to take too long into this. I'll probably do a very focused deep dives into everything, maybe doing videos, or maybe during the week where I mostly do other things. So this is an interesting one. But choosing main stats and substats. In Lyrian Chronicles, there are many stats and substats. Main stats primarily affect combat, and substats primarily affect rewind. Main stats primarily affect combat, and substats primarily affect out of combat. Okay. However, substats can be called for in combat usage. I like this. Okay. So we really have a focus of stats that are really managed to make combat flow, and we have a secondary set of it that's likely more geared towards roleplay, but that doesn't mean combat needs to be free of roleplay, which I love. I love that kind of thing. You pick your main and substat according to the set array listed in brackets. Alright. The number in the set arrays, which I believe is here, already just by looking a little bit below, of these arrays can be assigned to the stat in any order, but all values must be used and can only be used an equal amount of times as the time they appear in the array. So for example, you can only use 2 4s, likely. For example, power 4, focus 3, agility 4, toughness 4 is a valid array following this. So yeah, makes sense. Very standard. I wonder if how much of a wiggle room would you have if you could change the array? Like, could I remove one of focus and have a toughness 5 too? Or have focus and power 3 and agility and toughness 5? I wonder how much of a wiggle room doing on those could affect the game itself in a long run and in a short run. And how both overpower or weak you can become by shifting those, I wonder. That's interesting. And we are dealing with just very basic values. Just a 1 to 5 right now. In this case, 3 to 5. Not even lower than that. I'm just theorizing, what if? What if we really wanted to be crap in something? But interesting. Let's see, what does these do? So, main stats. Power. Increase the damage dealt by attacks and increase your max mana. Clearly, yeah, if you are going to be the DPS, power to the max, of course. Makes sense. Focus. Increases the accuracy of your attacks and increase the difficulty of save against your effects. That is a curious stat. So accuracy, okay, you don't want to miss. So, I mean, makes sense. If you want to do a class that is constantly hitting and doesn't have many bonuses, you don't want to miss, because probably the bulk of your damage is not solely from your power, but probably the stacking of abilities you may have. So maybe, let's say we are trying to make like a rogue, you would definitely have a lot of focus, because your power itself doesn't need to be immense, but the fact that you are going to miss very low, in a very low chance, plus whatever abilities you can stack with from your class to just boost your damage to the wazoo. Like, let's be honest, everybody knows sneak attack is absurd always. It doesn't matter what game system you come from, digital or TTRPG, we all know criticals are a must. You go and boom, number go big. Doesn't matter that you are using a toothpick, number go big. So makes interesting. Agility, increase your evasion. RP, okay, something to take note. RP, what is RP? And boost your initiative. Okay, so initiative, probably the turn order everybody has when combat begins. That is very classic. And toughness. Increase your HP, save bonus, and your guard value. Guard value. I wonder, is this like armor and toughness on systems? And I'm already seeing this maybe get some borrowed ideas from Warhammer. Is this like, if your armor has like a guard value, that means whenever you take damage, first the damage is reduced by that, then your toughness, then you take the damage? Because that's interesting. I wonder. We will see. We will see. Another thing to take note. Right now we are just checking the rules for creation. We will see. Maybe there is the rules for how how certain things work. Maybe I'm just reading too further into it. We will probably see this later into the doc. But interesting, very interesting. And of course, HP. You wanna be tank? This is the go. I would even say this is the go. Agility and toughness on top. You wanna be a tanky boy? There he goes. Interesting. Substats. Fitness, which also it has an array. This one goes from 1 to 5 actually. Well, so I was not actually wrong. It has a 1 to 5 too, but in this case it's the sub ones. So fitness fits in your physical fitness. It affects your main skills. It affects the main skills: acrobatics, athletics, riding. Riding. Interesting. Is this like riding, like actually having a horse and having to maybe control, because you are, like, let's say you're speeding up in the road on a pursuit, and maybe you want to do some crazy acrobatics move with your horse and you want to keep riding? Or is this like Dragon's Dogma and you can jump into something, hold yourself, and quote-unquote ride while you stab the thing, like Shadow of the Colossus and Dragon's Dogma style? That will be amazing if that is something of the rules. Oh, I'm already I'm getting sold by the second. Gunning. Gunning is your ability to use your wits on the fly to solve problems through indirect approaches and deception. Okay. So it's RP. This is very RP, so it affects the main skills of deception, roguecraft. What does that mean? I want to check that out later. And stealth. Oh, deception and stealth. Maybe this is like pickpocketing, unlocking things, lock speaking, and things of the sort. Interesting that you have also deception as this. This is usually these sort of things kind of walk not exactly together, because deception is kind of usually charisma based of RPing the character of like someone that goes talks smoothly and convince people and such, but it's instead on here. Interesting, very interesting. And to be honest, the stealth, I don't know about the roguecraft. I think stealth, yeah, you know what? Interesting choice. Let's see how it goes. Reason. We don't have that. We are empty-headed. Reason, use your intelligence and brain power. Ah, it is. I am brain dead. That is where I put the one. Definitely. My one goes here. Head empty, monkey. While it doesn't immediately confer your practical experience, it gives you vast knowledge. It affects the main skills of artifice, appraise, expert knowledge, flight. Interesting. Wait, so you have specific skills for like riding. Wait, is this the same thing? So like if you're riding something ground, like you have a horse, but hey, I'm gonna fly this hippogriff. Oh, okay. History, linguistics, magic, medicine, and religion. Classic. These four actually. 5. Because yeah, classic. I definitely see the D&D influence on this. Like side magic that is named as Arcana, all of these are also very classic D&D and tabletop RPGs in general that are on the realm of fantasy usually. These are very, very classic uses and skills to have. So let me lower the volume. Maybe it's too high. This music is a little bit too high. Awareness. Awareness is your perception, wisdom, and presence of mind. It affects your main skills: animal husbandry, insight, perception, survival. Alrighty. Interesting, the animal husbandry in this. So this is definitely the wildersman kind of stat. You know how to handle animals. You can read you read people. Well, not just wildersman, but yeah, you can read people, you can read and you can interact with animals. You are always aware and you can track. Definitely, I see where this is going. Okay, interesting. I mean, very interesting. A presence affects the strength of your personality. That is the charisma. To captivate and persuade others. It affects their main skills. Oh, okay. Intimidation and negotiation. Interesting add-on. Art. I mean, if you're playing some sort of upstart band of peasants and you end up into some crazy kingdom being ruled by, let's say, a demon that have taken up the throne and all that. I can definitely see this as like a use to make things either like going out into town and spreading the word and get the get temperature rising into the kingdom, so things can go off the rails. And yeah, I can see where this could go. This is an interesting, or just persuade someone as well, like going and making like a something like you got some crazy ass artifact that you don't see much use, or maybe you really want to just sell as more important than it is, and maybe you can use this to like make it look better. And then a couple of negotiation, maybe like, hey, this thing is actually worth 400, but I'm gonna sell for this for 2,000, kind of idea. Interesting, very interesting substats. I can definitely say, not just say, but see as well, where the practical use of some of these to also combat. Definitely riding. Well, the fitness ones are definitely the one that it's multi-use. Being acrobatic or athletic on your combat, you can always use those to do like usually you have rules to like shoving people or try to trip over or outmaneuver and kind of stuff. So I can definitely see these could be potential uses. Let me sip. That was a good sip. And definitely both riding and flight also clear clear substats that could influence combat too, depending on the scenario. If you're in a pursuit, both on flight or ride, definitely could play into combat, and on RP, depending if you are actually fighting or if you're just going off and nope, it is a situation of certain death, so just book it. I can definitely see these being easily used in combat as well. The others, not as much. Survival, maybe. Like, your enemy got invisible. Where the hell is him? Perception, survival, definitely. Like, check for the footprints. Is he walking about? If you're not in a jungle or something that is like soft ground, like, okay, you don't have tracks, but perception. Can we hear his footsteps? Can we hear him? Like, what is the situation? Definitely wiggle room, but a bit more stretchy and very specific use, I would say. But interesting that we have these kind of set. Derived stats. Huh? What does that mean? Spirit core. Your spirit core value is equal to your experience spent. Huh. So it is exactly what I was thinking about Warhammer. You spend experience, and by the amount you spend, that is more or less your level, under quotations. And in this case, if you think, for example, if you ever played Dark Heresy, which one of my favorite TTRPGs from Warhammer, and maybe the first as well. Rogue Trader was nice, but Dark Heresy kind of touched the investigative kind of knack that I have for this kind of thing. I like making the detective or being under some sort of like. Anyway, definitely that is like the influence stat on that. The more you grow into the Inquisition in Dark Heresy, the more you have the influence stat, and you can make certain requests and requirements and purchases that a low level would not be able. So interesting, interesting. And in this case, it is a spirit core. So really interesting. I wonder how much this would play as well, because spirit core. I wonder how much that definitely ties up to magic. I know there is mana right below here, but I can definitely see this as being the main player on allowing you to do magic, because I don't know how the system goes. Like I want to look at lore later. Sorry, but definitely this sounds like the sort of thing that, yeah, the crazier you become, the more powerful you become in your spirit core, more things you can do and access and such. Definitely interesting. HP. Okay, so okay, it is a bit of a calculation. So we have 20, so you always have 20 base plus 5 times your toughness. So your tough, so you have from 20, so you have about, you can start about 20, 45 to 35. Yeah, the minimum is 3 technically. So yeah, so about a 20 total difference of HP on character creation alone. I don't know how you, if you can progress these stats as you go, or if these are, oh sorry, or if these are solid once you pick. You can only improve the rest. Mana. Your starting mana is 6 plus power. Okay. As power said just above, it also increases on power. And this one doesn't have much of a equation. It is just plus. So you can have around 9 to 11 of mana at the start, depending how you wanna put it. Okay. Oh, RP. Okay, your RP is 2 plus agility. Ooh, what is RP? But I would like some explanation. What is RP? Maybe these come later, but I would say this would be interesting to maybe say before. Because right, I don't think, did I skip something? Let's see. Reason. Because here you just say RP. Yeah, no, I don't remember seeing anything of RP. Maybe, is this something about the races, maybe? Is this a stat? You know what? I'm gonna open a second tab here. Actually, wait. I already have one tab. I don't wanna. I don't wanna take us out of the current context. So let me check. Let's see classes. Not classes, races. I mean. Let's see. I'm gonna just click on this one. Does it have anything that uses RP or something? Okay, so RP is a sort of resource that interesting. Wait, what about? Okay, let me see. I'm gonna grab. Let's see this. Okay, I was right. Oh, I kind of nailed it. I see like the sub races and how it goes. Okay, Okay, so so indeed, this was kinda on the above, but I would say maybe we could have had that explained before we get into this. At least something, or at least we could have like a what does it do after this. But apparently, this is a resource, this RP, that probably is skills and ratio skills use. That's why. This is a resource. This is like mana. It's a different type of mana, basically, to activate certain skills. And some that I saw, I clicked in the human. It has like a 0 RP, but I see others that have like 1 or 2. Well, there was a 2? No, I see a 1. Uh, okay, no, this uses 2 AP. Okay, I'm not gonna question right now what is AP, but apparently it's some sub type of resource that you have other than mana. Interesting. Let's continue. Guard. Your starting guard is equal to equipment value. Okay. So definitely I kinda nailed it. Let's see. Plus toughness divided by 2. Oh, divided by 2. Interesting. Usually it's just toughness. I was under the impression it would be just toughness since the numbers aren't too high. Well, maybe the damage itself isn't that high, so that's why. Interesting. So, ground reduces the damage you taken by 1 for every point, but cannot reduce damages below 1. Ah, I got in the nail! It is just like armor in Warhammer 2. Your armor only influencing the damage you take. Nothing more, nothing else. That's amazing. I like that. I pretty much prefer that than just the armor class system that D&D has. I actually find the armor class system of D&D really, really boring. It is easy, but boring. Alright. I can definitely see the influences. Maybe I'm talking a little bit off of my ass. Granted, I don't. Well, Call of Cthulhu, I think, has something similar, but this kind of a display of how armor works, for example, in Warhammer. I say Warhammer because Dark Heresy, Wrath and Glory, they have kept this kind of system to their game. But I think other D100 systems, because Dark Heresy was a D100, I suppose other D100 systems have had this, and I pretty much prefer this kind of. It's way better, it's way more interesting, make the choices and selections that you equip and how you customize your character way more meaningful. So, props to that. Amazing. Like that very much. Initiative. I think it's classic. Initiative is equal to your agility. Higher initiative means you act early in combat. Okay. Evasion is equal to 7 times your agility. The higher your evasion, the harder it is. The harder it will be for an enemy to hit you. Makes sense. Basic. It's your dodge. And save bonus is equal to your toughness. You will need to make saves to resist certain effects. Also basic, you got poisoned, a explosion happened, yada yada. Makes sense. Alright. Speed. Unless otherwise noted, your base speed is 20. Alright. Real interesting. You don't move too far away. If this would be an unusual 5 feet, means the square of movement you have, this would be 4 steps and you're done. Interesting. Breakthroughs. Watch that. Each character starts with 300 XP. that can only be used on breakthrough. Okay, so we already have a customization here, starting after selecting your skills and your race. I see this. Oh, I see this as we are now getting to not just the. Now we are molding. We already in the previous we molded the character, how he looks, what are his strengths and weaknesses. Now I think we are getting to maybe lore or customizations to it. So this XP is not added to your spirit core. Okay, so this is basically to build. Okay. And any XP not expended during this time is removed after the character creation progress. Okay. Now I'm interested. I would like to open breakthroughs and have a grasp of what does it mean. Let's see. Is it properly framed into the screen? Yes. Okay. Okay. Let's continue. I'm already enjoying this. So 8 eyes cost 100. We have 300. So this will be already a good chunk. Must be a spider foe. I can be a Spider-Man? Oh! You have up to 8 Mystic Eyes abilities instead of 2. Oh! Okay. Become fire? Must be Salamander. Your peak cost of consume fire is... Oh! Okay! Penetration or after being killed by a vampire's bite. Okay. So these are starting traits. You have things that are clearly... Oh, you have armor. Okay, so this is how you start the game. It must be a centaur. Okay, there's definitely race locked options. So if you're not a something, you aren't able to have these. Must be an Oni. Okay. And yeah, okay. So these are small customizations to narrow down your power to what you want. Weapon training, I see. Okay. Okay, so refinements. Breakthroughs are refinements. You take what you want, or if you have some specific thing you want for a character, like the Curse of Vampirism. This is an interesting one to have as an option. Deus Ex Machina. Oh, okay. You can't even start with this. This is 600 XP. We only have 300. First time you would revive a mortal wound, you instead receive a normal injury. The benefit of this breakthrough is then lost, and you may not choose this breakthrough again after. Oh. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Dual personality. When your magic means you have more than a single personality or entity within you, either physically or magical means. When under influence of charm, illusion, or... Oh! Oh! Very interesting. Okay. I see where this goes. I see the limitation. There is a lot of things here that are crazy high and crazy strong. Using fight or flight, you no longer receive the drawback. Must be a chimera. Interesting. Okay, I see what breakthroughs are now. So, final touches and improvements. You have skills that he developed, both of knowing certain weapons, knowing certain things, having certain things available, etc. Okay, okay. Choose the classes. This is what I jumped through. I immediately went to see the classes because I clicked just to have a look on the selection. And I had to look how do you choose class because I saw so many options. Now this is where I was so this is what made me so excited to check this system. So choose classes. Play starts with 1000 XP that must be spent on classes as well as 3 interlude points. I actually question because I did read this. Well, let's continue. Let's go together. You can choose any combination of classes and abilities within the classes. This is interesting. Any interlude points you do not use on unlocking classes, you can instead use on interlude actions. What are interlude actions? I have no idea. We will have to check that later. But interesting. Are these interlude actions maybe spitballing the idea? Because I don't know. You'll probably see this later, but is this like if we are dealing, like let's say in the campaign, it is a campaign that is in game, in time of the game, it is a campaign that is having like a month in universe, and like you did some things, you're waiting for things in the city, let's say, and this is an interlude. Would this be an interlude action? Because if you can use this to spend to learn classes, is this a way of like, okay, we are in a big interlude or a downtime, like there is this moment of wait where technically it's just RP. We are just waiting in the city. It is all safe and nice, and you can make purchases. You can use this middle non-action happening to become and study a class and become a class. Throwing idea. I almost certain that this may be the case. I haven't seen this when I was looking, so I suppose this is more or less how it goes. And by what you'll see, like a new class costs 1 interlude and 100 XP per tier. Each class contains key abilities and 7 more abilities that can be obtained with 100 XP, but must be purchased in order. When all of a class abilities are purchased, the class is considered mastered. So this is what I mean. You didn't want it to, like, let's say you have 3 interlude points. You didn't want it to go 3 classes immediately. You got your class, maybe 1, maybe 2. Then you spend the XP to unlock the key abilities of the class, and then you withhold the rest so you can progress and get the other classes in the game as you go, as you progress. Would this be a thing? I think this is why it becomes an interlude action, because probably like requisition gear, buying gear, or things of the sort probably become part of the interlude, which kind of by the word spitballing, but I'm almost sure just by how this is going, this is more or less how probably this goes. If I'm correct, I could be wrong. And they have tiers. Now, I'm gonna open the class just to show you. This is the list you have. I'm not even going to say. Wait, did they add more? I don't remember. Did they add more just now? I remember seeing like the last one had 3 here, and then it had 2 space, or maybe the UI is a little bit zoomed. That's why. But there's about I don't know. Yeah, it is because yeah, I think it's the browser. In this browser, it has 4 lined up. And I think I was opening the Firefox and I had 5. But there is around 100 and more. I'm rounding it down. It's a lot. There's a lot. There's a lot here, boy. It's amazing. And let's see. I'm not gonna lie. I was just speedballing an idea of a mix of 3, just because I was like, man, this is amazing. Well, let's see. Just by tier 1, this is what you have. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 by 4. You have 16 classes. Being one of them vampire as well. If you don't wanna just grab the breakthrough, you also have a class vampire. Also, very obviously very anime inspired. No wonder why you have yokais and such as options. Like clearly yokai. Probably chimera, so that's like animal people. That's why chimera maybe. Okay, so yeah, that is a lot, and this is just a tier 1. And now I just want tier 2, and the list is even bigger. Oh, there is a lot of tier 2s. Yeah, Shadow Thief. Kinda looks dope. I like the image. You know what? I'm going to even check him. So I think this is what they mean. You get a key ability. So this is like, you select this. You didn't even spend 1,000 XP you have. You have Night Stalker. Then level 2, so you spent another 100 onto it. You have Shadow Step, which, what does it do here? Just out of curiosity. You may teleport as your movement. During the night, the mana cost of this is reduced by 2. And its cost is 2, so I can literally teleport at will. Okay. Okay. Oh, Rogue Master. Oh, I see now. So to become this, you need to have... wait, is that for all tier 2s? Now I am curious. Let's see. What about this one? Colossus. Requirements. Any tier 2 class mastered. Fighter mastered. I see. So you got to get this guy. Max him out. And you become... I see. So you have to progress in a way. You can't go too willy-nilly. So let's see this one, level 2. Requirements. Any class mastered. Okay. So there are some that... Actually, do we have... I wonder. Tier 2 again. Come back here. Clearly, level 2 is more of a, let's say, berserker. Any class mastered. Okay, so tier 2, it requires you to have at least one basic tier 1 class master for you to become it. So that's okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Spellblade. Let's see. Requirements. Require at least one spell. Have one element mastered. Be proficient in one weapon. Huh. Have at least one spell. Have one element mastered. How do you master an element? Is that a class? One element mastered. Wait, let's see. Do we have like a elementalist or something like this here? Maybe transmuter? Wait, I know. I want to check now. Uh, elemental affinity. You gain elemental mastery of an element of your. Oh, okay. So you have that. Then weapon. That and spell. Okay. Have at least one spell. Wait, is that the stats spell? No, we don't have a spell stat. Could it be something of the races, I suppose? Let's say. Let's say a yokai. Actually, wait. Sub races. Ryokai. Ancient Marionette, Kitsune. Let's say a Kitsune. Do they have a spell? Blah, 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 blah. Wait, maybe magic. No. Uh, have at least one spell. How do I get one spell? How? I want to know. How can I have one spell? Is that a race thing? Can I get it from race? Uh, what is this? So these are the medical and healing. Okay, so these are the mages. Okay, so these are the clans of the attainments. Interesting. Keywords. Wait, spell. No, that's something else. Okay, I'm thinking too much. I'm thinking too much. So interesting. So back to it. Classes. You select the class, you spend the XP, unlock the things, and that it goes. Okay, I'm gonna take a break and piss. Be right back. We will continue with choose your skills. One moment. I'm back. The more I'm reading, the more I think this is gonna take the whole stream. I don't know if I'll be able to do Voices of the Void today, so you know what? Let's get ourselves going, at least through the rules. So, choose a skill. So you start with 10 points. You can be distributed at their choice. Main skills and their substat affiliations are as follow. Okay, so that's what we have upstairs. So fitness, well, that's kind of already what we've seen. So we have 10 points to spread between this substats that we had. Okay, so I suppose you can enhance them. Expertise. Instead of choosing a main skill, a player may instead opt to expertise. The player chooses a more specific skill within the main skills. Survival, forest, religion, coat of the back. Oh, any skill point added to the expertise grants. Oh. So, if we go in, let's say, if there is an acrobatics wall running, and I put expertise, so the points, any skill points added to the expertise grants 2 instead of 1. Oh, but it is for a specific thing. So it doesn't, if I have survival 3 and expertise forest 2, I will have survival 4 doing the forest, not like 7. The expertise is the expertise, the skill is the skill. Oh no, wait. Never mind. D20 of the substat, main skill expertise. Oh, never mind. It matters. It just matters. That's amazing. I love it. I can see, man. This is amazing. The only other system that I've seen something similar would be Shadowrun. And I love Shadowrun. But man, that system is so complex. It's just to think about it, it gives me headaches. Oh, okay. Equipment. You start with 3,000 clean. That's a lot, but how much does it cost something? They can spend on basic equipment and items. I'm gonna check just for curiosity. What are the items? Original. Okay, that doesn't inform me. Alchemy, so 500. This one is 50. 300. Okay, heavy armor is 2,000. Okay. Medium armor. What the hell? Sensory mage suit. What in the cyberpunk is this? Hold on. Nice first. Smash. But okay, so what in the cyberpunk? What in the cyberpunk is this? Okay, interesting. Chainsaw. There is a chain. It needs a heavy weapon. Oh. I'm already sold. I don't care. I don't need anything else. I have a chainsaw. I don't need armor. I don't need potions. Give me chainsaw. Okay. I don't think I have much more to say, man. That's amazing. Progression. When you get XP, it is added to your XP count. Any XP you spend is added to your spirit core. You may expand your XP by breakthroughs, classes, or abilities. Oh, so we have ability. Oh, is the abilities? When you spend. Wait, is the abilities? Do we have like spell here? Wait, keywords. Oh, likely I hope I do. Let's see. As shoot. Wait, what was it? Okay, no, never mind. That's just reflection. I thought there was a mosquito inside my CPU. I was gonna get mad. Spell. Ah, okay. So with a combination of the breakthroughs plus the abilities, which, okay, we have spells and we have other things too, probably. We can just check this out. And I have arcane, which are also spells and such. Okay. Very interesting. Really interesting. So that's how you get a spell. It is not just by class. You have the abilities to know these kind of thing. Ah. But wait, does the 1000 XP, is that only for class use, I suppose? I don't think you can use that. Well, now I am curious. Now I'm very curious. If I don't expend XP on the class choose, or if I can use the XP on progression, or just like, let's say, give me arcane again. Let's say I want an anti-magic shield. Wait, doesn't say the abilities. Spell challenge. True abilities. Wait, it doesn't say the cost of them. These are probably just the spells and things you can maybe have. I'm going. Anywho. Classes, abilities, and breakthroughs. Classes are what give characters most of their power. They symbolize the training and effort character has put into mastering a certain set of abilities. Every class has the key abilities as well as 7 levels of normal abilities that a character can unlock. Once all abilities are learned, a class is considered mastered. You can check all the classes here, which probably leads us to that big list. Or not. Okay, I can check them from here. This link is not working. Maybe if I just click it normally, yeah, it just throws me there. Yeah, but that offset my thing. Where was it? Oh, there you go. Hey, interlude. Oh, okay. We see the interlude now. Okay. Okay. You know what? I think we can likely at least get our bearings into the character creation today, play game, and then we can check later more of this because I like what I see, I like what I read. Okay, we are here. Okay, so classes here. These are all the classes. Understood. Tiers and requirements. Classes are separated into tiers, starting with the base classes at tier 1, and each higher tier become more powerful but having certain requirements. Unlocking new classes. To unlock a new class, you must choose the unlock class options during an interlude phase and spend both an interlude point and experience to unlock a class of which you meet the requirements, if any. The XP required is equal to the tier of the class times 100. Okay. Meaning a tier 1 class takes 100 in addition to interlude points, but a tier 2 class would take 200 plus interlude points. Okay, so same basis as the character creation, nothing changed. Then you unlock a class, you immediately learn a key ability. This period during the interlude phase represents your training to learn these new abilities. As such, the game master may rule that certain classes, especially the more advanced ones, require you to learn from a person that has knowledge in the class you are attempting to unlock. If no such person exists, or they are unwilling to teach you, the game master can rule that you cannot attempt to unlock that class. Makes sense? Always. This also gives me Ragnarok Online vibes at times, even more so with the whole static. I like that. It isn't a TTRPG, but being an RPG and the style and how you unlock the progressions makes sense. It is familiar. Unlocking more abilities. You may spend 100 in a class that is not yet maxed to learn the next ability. The second, fourth, and sixth abilities are instead passive increases to your stats or skills. These still require the same to unlock. Okay, so let's see. Let's try the adventure just for the sake. So the fourth, the second, the fourth, and the sixth. So level 2, power jump, 4, mana razor, and the 6, steel aura. Okay. Okay. Wait. I see. Technically, this will be the second increase into it. So level 3, because level 1, right, you got this. Level 2, first time you use, you increased. First time you increase, you get power jump. Second time you increase, it is passive. You gain +5 to skill to spend, character crafting skills. You can exchange, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I see. Okay. I would say maybe a more precise wording. You should say the levels instead of the second, fourth, and ability. Abilities are instead passive increases to stats or skills. Like, it is obvious when you look, then like, oh wait, these are the ones that are doing that, because these are the second and fourth time you increase. But at a first glance, this can be confusing, but very interesting. It's just you have a mix-up of passives and skills, and that is good. You don't overwhelm someone because you have so many iterations you can do. I don't know, can you get interludes during game? Is that something that you also are rewarded so you can even make more choices? Or do you stick with 3 for the character and that's what you will have on the long run? I wonder. But very interesting, very interesting. Yeah. Since it's possible to save XP, you can unlock new abilities outside of an interlude phase. However, this can only be done when taking a rest. Yeah, it's basically how I supposed. The interlude phase is the rest moment. You are into the town. It is not an active quest or conflict situation. It is that in between, you got into town, you're selling gear, buying gear, doing stuff, then back to questing. If there is a situation in which you would get a duplicate ability by spending XP in a class, the XP spent is refunded. This applies even when learning a new class, though unlocking a class would still require an interlude point as normal. Okay, so there are classes with similar traits. And you are not kind of penalized for doing the action. You essentially gain a free level when you reach that point. Okay, that is nice. That is very nice. So there are small interactions that may be the same. Okay, okay. Our abilities are spells. Oh, okay. Let's read for total, because abilities are spells, techniques, or special skills that characters can use to gain an advantage in both combat and non-combat situations. Oh. So basically, for that idea, for the spell guy, if anything that has a spell that I unlock, there you go, that option class is unlocked, basically. Okay, interesting. What's around limitation? Yeah. Every ability, unless it has a rapid it has the rapid keyword, can only be used once per round. This means that once you use an ability, you can use that same ability again until it becomes your turn again. Upgraded abilities count as the same ability. For example, casting Fireball 2 expands the usage of Fireball, so you can't just, oh, I'm gonna Fireball 1, 2, and 3 in one turn. Like, no, you use the Fireball. It's done. Okay, okay. Potency. The potency of an ability reflects how hard it is to avoid its effect. It's equal to 10 plus character focus. When resisting an effect, the target rolls 1d20 plus toughness. Okay, okay. Buffs, debuffs, and conditions. Buffs and conditions are lasting effects applied to the abilities, items, traps, etc. Any effects of the same do not stack, only apply higher values. Effects with different numbers are still considered the same effect. For example, a +2 power increase is considered the same effect as a +1 increase, and only the +2 take effect. Okay, so you can't stack a bunch of buffs of the same type. If you have the power 2, that's what you have. Anything lower, disregard. It doesn't stack. Elemental Mastery. Some classes or abilities give you the character master of an element. Like, for example, Mage Arcane Mastery. Mastery of an element allows a character to use it with channeling weapon. In addition, this my brain. In addition, this mastery lets them create minor magic effects relating to the element. For Arcane, this could be minor stuff like making tiny objects levitate, creating visual and auditory effects. The streaks do not do damage, and the effect should never be big enough to affect something in combat. I would like to light up the barrel of oil. I would like to have fire. I light the barrel. I throw the barrel. Explaining an example ability. Magic Missile. 1 mana. 1 AP. Lock on rapid. Range 60. Requirements none. Description. You fire a highly accurate blast of arcane energy to retire, dealing light arcana damage to hit. Name simply the name of the ability can easily be referred to the player that's desired by the player if desired. Cost is the ability cost the user resource. Most abilities either AP or RP to use on some, and some may use mana. Okay, so that's these are indeed the 3 resources: AP, RP, and mana. What is AP though? That is something that has eluded me so far. Maybe that's something that the classes have. Maybe depending on your class you have. Oh, you have so much so AP. Keywords and keywords that apply to the ability, unless keywords can be found here. Okay, this is the keyword. Yeah, that's where we say we saw aid, combo, daze, fire. Yeah, these are likely what links to certain types. So yeah, summon, for example, sunder. A character infected with sunder has their guard reduced. Oh, okay, so yeah, keywords are effects, passives, debuffs, buffs, etc. This reminds me of Lancer. It's a mech game. Very similar in nature, but I think this one is more interesting maybe. This applies to a lot of things. Range. Yeah, Ryuji has a range. Whatever. That's pretty much how far away you have to be. Makes sense. I don't think I need to go too deep into this description. Requirement to use this ability, if any. Okay. Maybe you have to have a wand. Maybe you have to have a magic staff. Maybe you have to be a certain race. Depending on what it is. Makes sense. Description. Basic description of what happens. Then explains what that translates to in gameplay. In the example, the first part, fire highly characterized. In most circumstances, the player should be free to reflavor this as they wish. Okay. Secret arts. Secret arts are powerful abilities that can change the tide of battle. However, their strong power makes them equally as exhausting. A player can only use one secret art per encounter, regardless of how many secret arts they know. Okay. Unless mentioned otherwise, secret arts cannot be used outside of any encounter. Okay. Basic. It is the ultimate main skill. You do it. Bada bing, bada boom. End of turn. Likely, secret art, fireball, I explode the world. In your Sarge TTRPG, your character has the potential to achieve amazing things, and a breakthrough represents a pivotal moment in their story where they unlock new abilities or skills, whether it is from training with a master, unlocking a hidden power, or experiencing a transformative event. Your character's breakthroughs are special factors that enable them to reach heights. Breakthroughs are purchased similarly to the class skills, but they do not have a class tree. The cost listed in the breakthrough is how much experience it costs to purchase. It is possible for breakthroughs to increase the level and many breakthroughs have requirements before they can be selected. We saw that we have a lot of them that were also race locked, for example. Unlike learning a class, breakthrough do not cost an interlude point. That is true, I didn't saw any of them. You can only take each breakthrough once, unless it's specified to the description. I think when we scrolled, I did saw one that had like something 1, something 2, something 3, so it's probably like a tier list. You gain the benefit once, a better benefit, and an omega benefit, likely. Probably as well when we saw the armor, we saw the heavy armor, or we saw the light armor. No, I think we saw the cost, but we saw light armor. Probably should work the same. You probably unlock light armor, and then do you want to use medium armor? You need to have light armor unlocked, maybe? You know what? I'm gonna check. Look through. Armor. Heavy armor. You want information? Yeah. Exactly. You need to have one to have the other to have the other. Okay. Let's see. 200. 25. Oh. You can start with heavy armor, but you will have 25 points remaining. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Skills. How to use skills. You know what? It's already 5 here for me. I think we are starting to get to know how things work. This is definitely way longer than I expected. We have gone through a third of the rule set. I think I really want to check this in depth. Oof. You know what? I want to know as a I want to make an experiment because I was thinking on this combination. So we have the anti-mage. So what did we need again? Any class mastered. We need to have one class mastered. Then where is wait, let me filter by tier choose. Because I think what was it? Wait, it wasn't the anti-mage, because I clicked the anti-mage, but it wasn't this guy. I wanna just entertain a possibility. Because I see that like we have a lot of tier 1s. That clearly should be where you start, but what if I wanna be a baller? What if I wanna try and start with level 2? Where is it? It wasn't anti-mage. What was the one guy we randomly clicked? Was a dude with a flaming sword in the image? Oh, Spellblade. There it is. Because this one had an interesting unlock. Because you need at least one spell. Have an element master, which we found out is a breakthrough. Proficiency with a weapon that is also a breakthrough. I don't understand. How do we unlock a spell? We don't have any arcana thing here. Wait, what about abilities? Oh wait, it did spoke about abilities. Wait. We were kind of bonuses, abilities. Uh Uncommon situations. Da, 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 da. Wait, it doesn't say. Because a breakthrough is one thing. Ah. Yeah, I think these are just powers that you unlock. Probably they come from different things. Now I am curious. Have at least one spell. How do I get at least one spell? Do I need to be a mage of sorts? Let's see. Abjure. For example, a tier 1. Spell challenge. Maybe? Is that a spell? Pyromancer. Wind Blast. Is that a spell? Windmaster, yeah. Keyword spell. Oh. Oh. Okay. That's how you know you have a spell. He needs to have the keyword spell. Ah, things are clicking. Things are clicking. So, do we have some races that have spells to them? Now I'm curious. Let's say, what was it? What we were looking? Kitsune, for example. This is not a spell. Pain encounter. Counter illusion. Okay, this is not exactly a spell. So that means maybe someone has a spell. Yokais only, because I think this is a very magic thing. So maybe one of them have a spell. No, not a spell. Encounter strike. Spirited bravado. No. What about Chimera? Is that a slime girl? It is a slime girl. Smash. I mean, yeah, okay. Some races. Actually, you know what? Wait. Yeah, they are. Yeah, as I suspected, animal people are chimeras. Spider folk. Is that okay? Yeah, it has extra arms in the back. Yep, you are. You can be Spider-Man. Give me more pictures of Spider-Man. Maybe Faye. Wait. Races. Faye. Anubis? I can be Anubis. Curse of Ra upon me. Wait, wrong one. Anubis is dog. Keywords, speak with the dead. I don't. Maybe you don't have spells out of rate. Wait, is that just a cat? Am I just a sentient cat from the outer realms? Is that what it is? Transformation. Transform into a cat. Okay. So you're probably some sort of humanoid and then you go cat. Okay, I see. Like Yoruichi from Bleach. Just a regular woman and then cat. Hyphae. Maybe Hyphae has a spells. This will be really on brand. Transformation. No keyword. I don't think races it. Oh no, I saw self. I thought it was spell. Maybe they really didn't got any spells for race. probably to avoid you getting a immediate level 2 what's it called, a level 2 class from the get-go, because you can definitely get close to it, but never mind, you can, if you're a salamander, you can. Nice. Interesting. So you can have a spell out of a race skill trait and get immediately this, because you have access to one spell. You can get these both out of breakthroughs and immediately go Spellblade. I have nothing to complain. It is amazing. I love it. I'm sad that Onis don't have a spell. Wait. Oni. No, that's not the spell. Wait. Spell. Ah. It doesn't. But okay. There you go. There is a possibility of getting immediately a level 2. We've been looking at all these magical creatures. What about the human? Human. Divine purpose measure. Once printed, you may refund an ability or attributes. Simple star. You can speak, read, common writing skills before. You start with an additional 100 speed that is also added to you. Oh, you have extra XP. Interesting. Okay, now I want to see the bases. Let's go back to yokai. Focus, you can speak, read, and get item. Common. You can find inside, negotiation, magic. Okay, wait. Oh, okay, spiritual thing. Okay. How about just the fate? What is the basic fate? Party flash, teleport, okay. Thank you, Mara. Yeah, they don't have anyone with instant spell ability. Maybe demon? Maybe we've been avoiding demon most. Transformation. Demon blood regeneration. Instant. No keyword. Where was the one? Oh, the guys that have mages don't have a. That thing is not a spell keyword. I'm just looking from. I'm just thinking, just be spitballing. Like, if I wanted to go to this one, there are ways, clearly, very specific ways. But I like it. Interesting, very interesting. You know what? I think this is good. We covered at least a good portion of character creation. I think this is a very concise for the stream. Clearly, oh, you can also purchase pets and such. Wait, now I'm curious. Subtype. Storage, specialize. Wait, what is the boar considered here? What is the class of this? Mount. It's not a pet, it's a mount. And you don't have a mount? Oh. Subtype is what I'm looking. Mount. Oh, you can have a wolf. I do like the boar though. I don't care that the boar is Probably not as good as the others, clearly, but it's a boar. I like boar. You can have a driver. You can have a dragon man. Yes. Yes, it's on the roof. You can have a dragon. It's already in the store. Of course, it's not able to purchase at get-go. Obvious. But you can have one. Yes. I have nothing else to add. This is the character creation. We will check later and do more. Probably I will use this lives forward looking into it to check more in depth. But amazing. Okay, I'm already enthused by the character creation on this. This is some good shit. You can do a lot. I love the freedom you have, the options you have to go. You can even by role defender. What do we have as defender here? Shoot, paladin, Zen warrior, and it all. You have everything. You can be a both martial dude that is either tank or specialist, animal summoner, vampire lord, vampire, summoner, wild heart. Or I suppose striker would be the DPS boys. Yeah, Colossus. Yeah, that one. I clicked this one because I like the image. She's badass. Like an anime version of Karlach. Great description. Wait a moment. Titan's great. I'm gonna play this. What are the requirements? Any tier 2 class master. And fighter master. Oh, wait a moment. Do I have to have just one of the requirements or I have to have both? If I have to have both, that's sad. Because then I will have to be a 90, not information, a spell blade, and I can have that the get-go. So that is immediately, if I master that, I can then jump into this guy. But I have to have fighter mastered. Oh. So you really, yeah, it's really hard to do something crazy like what I'm spitballing. Like clearly, you had to start fighter and go as it goes, and probably be able to unlock that Colossus. Imagine making like a spell blade and Colossus. That would be amazing. That would be the best. Fighter journey. You interfacing with 5 common weapon groups. You can interfacing with all light, medium, and normal shields. Oh, I see why. So this is how you get some of the things. For example, if you would have to have armor, yeah, some of the tier 1s is what you should start, because then you have less access to these things. I see. Very interesting. Very interesting. And I suppose tier 3s are the crazy. You have like shitty going eyes, whatever that does. Spellblade Master, which is even beyond the Spellblade. Probably you need that one master, I suppose, right? Yeah, Spellblade Master, of course. Oh. Amazing. Oh, that's why Colossus is level 3. That's why you need a tier 2 class master. You can only go level tier 3 classes once you get that. Gung Fu. Is this just John Wick? anime version. Yes, she has a Glock. Well, not a Glock. Fantasy Glock. What's this? Oh, hello, string boobot. Another one to the chopping block. I'll get you after stream. Oh, yeah, makes sense. Yep, I like this. This is amazing. I can see where the limitations lie on the classes. Clearly, maybe you can get wiggle room with your dungeon master. Maybe you don't need to reach all the roles that you need for certain things. I can definitely see why maybe you shouldn't have Colossus as immediately unlocked. I wonder as well if you should be able to have certain things immediately. The what's it called again? Wait, Spellblade, right? Yeah, Spellblade. Yeah, you can start with this guy, but yeah. Wait, I'm curious. Are all level 3s, let's say, Dragoon? But do you need a level 2 Lancer Master? Okay, it is very specific which one. So they are very... Actually, instead of opening this tab, I'm gonna click, make a new tab. Let's see, what about this one? Lancer Master. Okay. Oh, wait, is this a... Okay, it is a level 3. Okay, so there isn't exactly a specific locking way of things. Like some just need, you have to have this mastered. Well, I suppose Guardian is that what? Is that level 2? Let's see, G. Is it on? Yeah, it is on. It is on alphabetic. Yeah, it is a level 2. Okay, so yeah, that one is clearly a progression. You got level 2, got that one on level 3, and yep, you need fighter as a starting point. Hussar. With your master. Interesting. Oh man. I like this. I wonder how much wiggle room one could allow, because I wonder how crazy you could get if you could allow certain wiggle rooms or certain classes. I can see why they have, like, some progressions kind of make sense. In the tier 3 again, like if you really want to go to, like, shoot saying that was another one, but bodyguard master. Clearly bodyguard is likely to be a tier 2 B. Berserker, brother, yeah, bodyguard level 2. Yeah, some of them are clear skill tree kind of progression. If you want to end up with that class, you gotta go through this, and that. It's pretty straightforward, and don't need to be too complicated. Some things it's clear that they have, like marksman, and this is a level 3. I suppose this is a level 2. I bet. Let's see, M. Yeah, level 2 marksman. And likely you get like gunslinger or something with their sword. Ranger master, yep, as a starting point. Yeah, this is a clear. You are a sniper shot from start to end. Yep, not much of a wiggle room, just a straight up progression. Yep, really nice, real nice. Let's click. Is that a golden glock? It is a golden glock. Any class math? Why? Okay, that's amazing. Yeah, I can clearly see that there are classes that definitely leave wiggle room for you to have and progress and unlock and make the mix and match you want. But there is clear also straight up paths that you can go for. I like this Curse Knight. Oh, what does that mean? What does it progress? Oh, backlash in terms. This is a second strike. Any class master. Curse Knight, that's the class that deals high amount of damage but costs their own health. Oh, oh, okay, I see. Interesting. Yeah, I would spend years just reviewing and seeing each one of these. There's a lot here. But I see. We clearly have selections that go straight forward. That's the progression line. It's clear, a clear path. You go and bang and you boom. Uh, some tier threes like the Colossus clearly have a wiggle room. You can start with a fighter, then you get something level 2 that works. That maybe doesn't need necessarily that you are a fighter, maybe. Let's see, this Alchemist. Just meet your master, okay. We have a way. Hmm. Wait, does the star mean something? Let's see. Does this. Was that under but no. Oh. No, the star doesn't mean anything. But clearly. Let's say the sky. Fight master. You kind of gotta get stuck at some things, but I see that every class has different requirements. And in truth, I don't think that there is too much of a complete structure to all of them. Some are clearly like you have to have this one because this is just the evolution of that trait. But well, Colossus is one of the few ones that I see right now that there is a wiggle room. The tier 2, you can be anything. If you pick up a level 2 that doesn't necessarily need the fighter, so let's say you got fighter, the Spellblade, and Colossus, that just works. Yeah. What about Anti-Mage? What does Anti-Mage do? Any class master? Interesting. So spell manage, yeah, you literally are a magic negation protection. Okay. Yeah, you could grab like fighter, then go to anti-mage, then go Colossus, for example. Very interesting. Very interesting. Even brawler. Martial arts. Okay, no. Yeah. Anyway. I think it is time. We yapped a lot about this. This is amazing. I want to check it later for more. We covered a good chunk on how does the brain work. How does the character creation progress? So that's neat. That's very good. Now let's try a little bit. It's gonna be a short one, I think, because I am actually. You know what? I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna piss and see how is the situation if we're going to walk the dogs or not. So one moment. Be right back. I return. Alrighty, let me open Voices of the Void. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not gonna do too much of it, but I do want to play at least a little bit of it. So let us close things here. Goodbye, music. Hello, silence, my old friend. I am to talk to you again. Where is the voices of the void? And sure, I'm not gonna be able to do too much. I'm gonna have to go walk the dogs real soon. But I at least wanna have a taste. Continue. I also had to come here to oh god, load Voices of the Void before. Uh, just to change the language. I was like, wait a minute, everything is in Portuguese now, and also check if it could load while OBS and everything is open, because it's a beta, it's in development, I wonder how heavy it is, and it's surprisingly light. Oh, oi, oi, oi. Ooh, boo, 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 boo. Hello? Oh, can you hear it? Grab with Monique. Sectifier. I'm gonna put it at. No? Yep. Nice. 69. Let's start game. Tutorial? You learned the basic mechanics before? If not sure, let's do the tutorial. Oh. Oh. Wait. Is it everything working on OBS? Yes. Wait. Is the game audio? Yes as well. Okay. Let us continue then. Let's see how it goes. Oh god. I think I should have set it up. I think this is not on window mode. Oh. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is the kind of bar. I can also scroll through the bar. Uh, Controls, interaction, gameplay. Wait, I have to click or something? They really are doing the Source Engine experience. Even the noise of the flashlight is the same. 3 stages, okay. Walk through the floor, indicate controls, mechanics, using equipment, or progress through stage 1 controls, or skip to the tutorial back menu. Okay. So it opens on itself. Oh, 1. Okay, so E, you interact with the world. Okay. Basic controls. E to walk, jump, sprint, crouch. Oh. You don't say the flashlight, you. Oh. Oh, zoom. Select action, okay. Inventory. Oh. Oh. Okay. Wait, can I remove this from here? Okay, I see. Oh, wait. I see. I removed. Okay, I removed. Beside. Okay, I removed these things. Flashbang monitoring. Yeah, I get it. Uh. Huh. Okay, I already messed up things. uh. Alt E. Click. Okay, I see. E. Collect. Collect. Food box. Collect. 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 There are always some props. Alternatively, you can use. Oh yeah, that's true. Wait, how do I? Uh. Okay. Okay, I see. I see now. All in object. Okay, so this is how we turn. To put. A whole new object. Okay. Alt R. Ah, okay. Okay. We discover stuff. Okay, 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 okay. Uh, okay, so you jump crouch and you get the stuff. Gimme. Gimme. Wait. Oh, yeah. Uh, okay, so basically this is my inventory. I collect stuff. Hmm, not enough space. Okay, I see. Wait, this is water? Can we die here? I bet we can. Ooh, okay. It's clunky, but it's charming. Oh, oh my god. Inventory. Wait. Tap tap inventory. Current object. Look to design object. So collect. E alternatively or select grab. And use alt key. Okay. Yeah, which does this. Use item in your inventory by selecting action. From your inventory by selecting the action key on the left of the menu. Where? Wait. I'm back here. Oh, okay. Oh, by using the highlighted number keys. Okay, I see. Oh! Equip. Use. Okay. Okay. Use mouse wheel to select. Use action to the item. Okay, some things you can stack, like the batteries, which are small. To use an item on an object, use on the item. Okay. So grab the fuel can, look at the thing. Okay, got it. There's a drone control panel. Use this control panel to call the drone. It will arrive shortly. Is this the drone? Ah. It's an item box used to sell unwanted items. Store the items inside the box. Place the delivery. Okay. So, if I want. Wait. How do I. There you go. Oh, store. Total value. I see. Wait, it's bottled with gasoline. What the f. Okay. Uh, use. Okay, wait. Now. Okay. Drive box. This is a drive box used to sell drives and collect points. Oh, I see. So, wait. What is a drive? Oh, what the f? Okay. Okay, this is the. Oh, wait. Are these the drive? Data drive. Oh, I see. Oh, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, you can place open a box. Yeah, I already done it. I'm beyond. I'm beyond your mere capabilities. Okay, they seem fine. Crowbar. Even the noise is the same. Do they have durability or something? I don't think they do. I really don't like the. I wish I could. Actually, you know what? Well, I can do that later, actually. So, let's try the crates. Okay, so I can just... Yeah, I can just go... Or I can... Yeah. 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 Oh. Password. Lock keypad. Keypad locks the doors behind the password. You can enter the code using two ways. Use physical buttons on the keypad, or simply use keyboard number keys. Okay. After enter after pressing the bottom keypad, the green button. 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1. Ain't no way. Ain't no way your password is 1, 1, 1, and 1. Wait, 1, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2, 1. Wait, 2, 2, 2, 2. Wait, this is a cancel. So 1, 1, 1, 1 is the right code, but what if I want 1, 1, 1, 1? Wait, open. 3, 3, 3, 3. Use. Okay, it's just 1, 1, 1, 1, the code. Of course. Of course it is. That's kind of... That's silly. Push, push, push. Okay. Oh, you're kidding me. I mean, I like red. I don't care. Whee! Yeah, it's the same place it goes. We can swim. Wait, shrimp. Shrimp. Ah! This is a joyous day. Kalukale. Wait, can I just... Oh, I should have looked... Oh. Yeah. This one is heavy. Shit. This one, though... Oh. What the hell is this? Easy convenient to purchase upgrades and items from the store, as well as other functions such as monitor cameras, check photos, and email. Wait, ooh. Use. Wait. Wait. Detailed information on upgrades can be found. Okay, that's something else. Wait, how do I turn it on? Where is the... You have to. Okay. Download speed, later. Okay. What is all this? Step 1. Coordinate panel. Use the USD to move the cursor. Wait. Okay. Shift runs a scan to give directions to various signals detected. 3. Enter the found signal to ping. It's successful. Proceed to download panel. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay, how come again? So shift run and enter to on a find signal. Okay. Now then the download panel. We've already... Okay, we already used here. Wait, I think I need one of these, right? Step 4, processing panel. Plug the drive you with the signal data. Wait. Wait, what? Step 1. Oh, wait. This is step 4. Okay. So we go from here to here. Okay. So adjust the polarity and frequency. Wait. Oh. Wait a moment. I just want to look at the bottom part of the panel. Turn on the toggle. Wait. Adjust polarity and frequency. Change polarity filter by holding E and using the mouse. Oh. Okay, so I need to reach 1,000. And then... Okay, wait. Hold it on. Press polarity mode by using the knob to the left. Then correct polarity mode to start downloading data. Polarity mode to start downloading data. Okay, polarity mode. I'm confused. Okay, I think I got the frequency right. I don't understand the rest. Oh, wait. Oh, okay. Uh, Project. Correct polarity. How do I know what is the correct polarity? The numbers just keep on moving. Does it have to be like moving like that? Stops there. I don't understand. Wait, how do I know these? Can they be listed somewhere or something? Moving, I already got the thing. Do I see here? Transmission stability. No. There's nothing doing. At least you don't know. Linear. Don't get it. I don't get it. Hold. Lock at signal. Just a part of frequency. Look at the bottom or part of the panel. No turn low. Change polarity. Go. Turn off this sequence. Wait. I'm gonna put this back at 0. Okay. Oh, Jesus, I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish the tutorial this time. Oh, wait for the signal. How do I know the signal? I don't get it. Oh, wait. Is that? No. I am so confused. I'm gonna have to check this later. But is it? I to? Oh man, I don't get it. Oh, oh, I don't get it. Satellite are active. Okay, satellite is active. What does that mean? Oh, oh, okay, okay, I see. Okay, okay, I get it. Oh, I don't get it. 7, 3. Oh, more. Oh wait, does it say? Got it. Okay, so 273. Inequality low. Okay, left changes the numbers. Oh, uh, this is way more complex than I thought it would. Oh, wait, do I have continue? No, I think I passed. maybe I have to go to Sermon 3 too. No. Man, I don't think I'm gonna be able to finish the tutorial. What time is it now? I need to check. I need to go. Yeah, no, you know what? I gotta go out the dogs. Oh, okay. Yeah, the rules, the RPG rules took way more time than I thought I would. I'm gonna have to check this boyo later. So for now, thank you so much for watching, lurkers, chatters. You are all pretty much appreciated. Thank you so much. Anyone checking this VOD, thank you for your patience. I hope you enjoyed. That RPG looks amazing. I really want to try it. Really want to get into it. I'm actually really puzzled with this voice of the voice, so I'm gonna have to try it later. I'm gonna have to. I want to see if I can pass the tutorial, and then I'll stream it. Because god damn, that's embarrassing. So, thank you so much. I'm gonna go.